A lot of people think that dog parks are the best way to socialize your dog. Oh, wow. All right. I guess I shouldn't be making faces in the camera. All right, so this video is about socialization. So I bet you that I will say things in this video that you might, well, if you're a dog trainer, you probably thought about some of these things. But most people, the average public, the dog owning public, probably have not thought about these things. So definitely check out this video. It is about socialization. Is there something else I'm supposed to say, Frankie? Frankie?
Second video of the series.
Oh yes, this is the second video of the series. That was the other thing I was supposed to say. Now I got both things said, so we can move on. Dee Bones. Let's go. This way, here. This way. Good, sit. You're a good girl. You're a good girl, Dee Dee. I could get her to do this. Watch me. I didn't even bring treats for you or nothing. I have no treat. You know the word treats? Okay, guys, so next thing we're gonna talk about is socialization of a dog, socialization with dogs. There's a couple of things we have to keep in mind, or three things we have to keep in mind whenever we're talking about social behavior. One is that there's three different kinds of social behaviors. One is pro-social behavior, two is social behavior, and three is antisocial behavior, right? So really what we're trying to do is we're trying to get a social dog with a little tinge of pro-social. All right, so let me define these. Pro-social is a dog that wants to play and socialize and hang out and run around, chase, play bite, play fight with another dog. Even laying on the same mat, touching each other, that's pro-social behavior. Right? Social behavior is just being in the same space and existing, without necessarily interacting. And then antisocial behavior is behavior that is based on aggression or fear, right? So if the dog is really fearful, to me, that's antisocial. And if the dog is being aggressive, trying to hurt another dog, that is also antisocial behavior. So once again, we want our dogs to be social with a little bit of pro-social in the dog. We don't want a dog that's too pro-social because that's a problem. If the dog always wants to play with other dogs, we're going to have a dog that's pulling us on leash, trying to move around, trying to get to other dogs when we're not really interested in that. If we have a dog that is antisocial, that's also a problem. That's when we have dogs that are being aggressive, growling, barking, jumping at dogs, being fearful, hiding behind us, nipping at people who get close to us, nipping people in the back when they turn and walk away from them and things like that. That's antisocial behavior. So how do we gear our dog towards pro-social or towards social behavior with a little bit of pro-social? One thing that we should do with our dogs during this COVID pandemic is to go places like parks. Go to a park, sit on a bench, drink your coffee. Don't let anybody touch your dog. Don't let your dog touch anybody. Dee Dee decided she wanted to go now. That's cool. So don't let anybody touch your dog and don't let your dog touch anybody. Just let them see the world. Dee Dee, get up here, sweetie. Just let them see the world and just be a part of the world. Let them sniff the grass. Let them, hang out near you as you're out there in the world without being touched or, having contact with others. And that's going to help them to be social. Same thing is true when we're in the house. Hey, pup, what are you doing? Same thing is true when we're inside the house with our dogs, right? We want to teach them how to be calm. Like Dee Dee here, she's on her placemat, and I want to teach her and always consistently work with her on just how to be calm, how to chill out, how to relax, how to be social without having to be poking me for attention or affection and things like that. So sitting on the leash is a big way to encourage social behavior. Placemat command is a big way to encourage social behavior. When guests come to the house, family members and so forth, that are coming to the house in small groups, making sure that your dog stays on the place and is released in time when they're calm, that's going to help to produce social behavior. A little bit of pro-social. So when I release my dog, when guests come over, I usually tell her, go say hi to that person. When she says hi, which means sniff that person, let that person pet you,
Once you say hi to that person, I usually will call her back and she would just sit next to me or sit in front of me on the ground, lay down and go to sleep. It's not really about her. All right. So that is that little tap of pro-social, getting petted and being around other people. As far as dogs go, a little bit pro-social would be allowing the dog to play with your friends' dogs, people who are going to be in their life, allowing them to have interactions with those people. That's going to help them to be a little bit pro-social with dogs. All right. So socialization is not necessarily letting your dog, putting it in the mouth, jump on it, or interact with it, play with it. Social behavior is just letting your dog be in the vicinity with it and allow it to exist, whatever the it is here. One of the misconceptions that we have about socialization with dogs and socializing our dogs is that dogs should, one, love every other dog that they see, or want to be pro-social with every dog that they see. That's a misconception. Dogs do not have to love every dog that they see. They don't have to want to be pro-social with every dog that they see. They just have to make sure that they can tolerate, all the dogs that they come in contact with. My dog Dee Dee here has her punk rock collar, and she's also practicing her stealing technique, which is pretty cool. Just put that over here. So they don't necessarily need to be playing with or interacting with every dog they see. What they need to be able to do is they need to be able to just live at peace with dogs. Nothing is going to disrupt our socialization process with our dog more than other dogs that are out of control or under socialized or poorly socialized. So when we bring our dog into contact with other dogs, we got to make sure that one, the dog is a dog that our dog is going to know for his life to the best of our ability. Number two, that the dog is a friendly dog, right? The dog is disease-free and healthy. These are things that we got to know. We have to know what the dog's play style is like, temperament of the dog. All those kind of things are very important before we let our dog in with another dog. If I bring my dog to a party, say a dog park, and my dog gets jumped at that party, when I leave that dog park, the dog did not forget that I was the one who walked them into that party. Right? They're going to have that association for life. They're going to be questioning my judgment for life. Do I know the dogs in the dog park? No. I don't know those dogs. I don't know how healthy they are. I don't know their temperament. I don't know the people who brought them there. All those things are very important in how I'm going to socialize my dog. So basically, I believe it's a very bad idea for you to bring your dog to a dog park. The only times I use dog parks, the only ways that I use dog parks are two ways. One is I go, if I need to use a dog park because I live in the inner city, I go when there's nobody there. I call my friends who have dogs that I know their temperament, I know their energy, I know how healthy they are, I know the people, I call my friends and we go to the dog park sometime in the day when there's nobody there. Whether it's a hot day and we go in the middle of the day or we go late at night or whatever the case may be. The other way I use a dog park is I use it to socialize my dog by being outside the dog park and asking my dog to calm down or to listen to me or pay attention while those dogs are being chaotic inside the dog park, while they're playing and doing whatever they want to do inside the dog park. So those are two ways I use the dog park. Biggest thing about socialization is to have fun. Be out there. Let your dog see stuff. Let your dog smell stuff. That's the biggest part about socialization. So if you like what you see here today, definitely give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. If you have any other questions or anything you'd like me to talk about dogs and COVID and how we're getting through COVID with our dogs, definitely leave a question in the comments below. You could also hit Ask Argos, hashtag Ask Argos on our Twitter account. If you need to find our Twitter account, I'm sure there's a link in the description below as well. All right, so check us out in the description. Enjoy your day, enjoy your dog, and we look forward to seeing you again.